Happy Friday. I am currently working from home. There's my desk over there. It's not in the best of positions for working. My mom and Drako are in here hanging drywall. My other GoPro, well, my mom's GoPro, will sit here filming them doing all this stuff. I am not able to help currently because, like I said, I'm working. But this is going to serve as the intro to the video. I don't know what all we're going to get done today. Hopefully more tomorrow than today since I got to work. I also hate doing drywall, so I'm glad they're here doing it because they both seem to enjoy it. My dad is also sitting here eating boiled peanuts. He's next to my dog, Carrot. Say hello, Beans. Hope you could hear her sniffing. This is just a utility day. We're just doing random stuff. So they're all hanging drywall up in here. I'm officially off work. I'm testing the tub to make sure nothing leaks and make sure it holds water and doesn't shift or anything while water's in there. It's doing a good job. I'm about to start putting the go board waterproofing around the tub. On this back layer, we're gonna have to do 2 layers of it just so it overlaps on there because I don't know if you watched the last video, but I had to offset the tub because of the drain a little bit off the wall. So there's a little bit of a gap, so it actually works out well because of the way I put these buck strips on here too, so I'll be able to overlap it and then treat the corners and everything, and then we'll be able to tile the whole thing. So I'm gonna get started on that. All right, we're done working for the day. It was a short work day because I was actually working. It's a Friday. They got a lot of stuff done. They got a lot of drywall put up in here. I still got to insulate. I'm going to insulate around all this just for sound. Then we got to put drywall. I got to put one more box like this one down here. Kind of an access panel for the tub trap. I got a decent amount of the go board put in. I didn't get any of the ceiling done. I got the niche cut out. It's kind of a custom niche again, so I'll be waterproofing it on my own. Got to do, once we get the insulation and the drywall over here, I'll put the go board up. I could probably go ahead and put the go board up tomorrow. I just got to cut around all these things, so it's a little bit more difficult than these walls. But it's turned out good. Then we got a drywall all in here. It's gonna be pretty close to being done. Besides like finished materials, we got to put the ceiling in here. The ceiling in the closet and the bathroom are both going to be drywall, so that's not going to be as much of an issue obviously as hanging the tongue and groove pine that we stain. Gonna put the ceiling fan here. Everything's already wired up. Plumbing's already done. I have to get a vanity for in here. I have to get a toilet. I have to get light. I got to revisit this part. I'm thinking about how I'm going to do the lights and how I'm going to do the exhaust vent in here. Probably should have done the exhaust vent before I hung the insulation, but I can cut some of that down and run it beside it and then daylight it out the soffit out there. So we got to get that put up before we get the drywall put in. So we're getting pretty close. It's gonna be nice, and we're gonna move on to everything else. There's so much more to do. We'll be back tomorrow though. We got all day Saturday tomorrow, all day Sunday, and then all day Monday because it's Memorial Day and Drake will be here through all of it, so we're gonna be working the whole time. All inside the house. It's gonna be good. I'll be back tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Saturday. What do you have to say to the people, Drako? Because they can hear you now.
I've got my very own mic. It is quite exciting. My very own mic. You see what I did there?
Because I'm Mike. Drako's already got it started.
I've already have my brother's name is Michael, so
I would be the second Michael in the family. And also my brother-in-law's name is Michael. But Drako's already got it started working in here.
I pressed the button.
What?
Press the little button.
That's
don't
okay.
go that one to this.
Yeah, no. Just don't press any buttons.
Is this a magnet? Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is a magnet. You can put it on your short. You put it on your short. There's much drywall to be drywalled, and he is working on some drywall.
It is going to be loud here for a moment.
It's going to be loud. I shall be quiet. We're going to work. So we've had our cat Sushi for 3 years now, and every night since we've had him, since we turned him into an outside cat, he has come in. Last night he didn't come in. We couldn't find him. We hadn't seen him since about 6 p.m. last night. It's about noon 15 today, the next day, and he came sauntering up to the barn. Looks pretty injured. We don't know what's wrong. Immediately stopped working, got him in a carrier. He's sitting right here right now. He's very lethargic. He's got a couple of puncture wounds around his face and somewhere else on his body. But he came in and immediately drank water. I let him do that for as long as he wanted to. Then he went to lay down because you can just tell he's exhausted and he was going to sleep. Macy and I talked about it. We decided we wanted to go ahead and take him to the vet in case there's anything happening internally. And then, you know, they can sedate him. That way he can get at least restful sleep. I know it's probably stressful for him, but it's a 15-minute drive to the vet. They'll immediately be able to put eyes on him, assess him, and then hopefully within the next 30 minutes to an hour, he'll be able to finally get some rest. Oh, super stressed out. This is not fun. Macy and I like to put on the face of the typical man that doesn't care about the animals that much, but all our animals I absolutely love, and Sushi is honestly probably my favorite one. So this is not a good time. Macy was up, you know, half the night looking at our cameras trying to find him, but we're headed to the emergency vet now, and we'll see what they say.
Here's our goose. Very tired, but we're at the emergency vet now. Hopefully it won't be too long until we get seen. But I think he's gonna be okay.
The goose bud has been assessed, well, taken to the vet. He's got puncture wounds all over him and whatnot. He's really tired. They're going to keep him there for a couple of hours. They're going to sedate him so they can do a full exam, and then they'll call us. Feels weird leaving him there, but not much we can really do. We could either stay there for a few hours. Well, what did they say? They were, why was it going to be a few hours? Just to wait for the sedation to kick in, or did they really give us any indication? Yeah, so I guess they were going to sedate him immediately, but then the exams and everything, I mean, possibility for x-rays and whatnot, he was pretty optimistic that he's going to pull through. They didn't really, obviously they're not going to tell us one way or the other what they think, because they don't want to be wrong and then have us be upset at him. But what are your thoughts?
I think he's going to pull through, just a matter of how much weakness then, and is he going to be an inside cat?
It's already not an insignificant amount of money, which we always say, oh, there's a limit on what we're going to spend on the animals, but then we haven't found that limit. Whenever something happens, we're like, it's whatever, here's my card. Oh, it's that meme that is here, take it. So yeah, we're headed back to the house. I'm going to try and continue working. Not a fan of the goose bud being injured, but pretty happy that he made his way back to the house, and in a timely manner. That way they could stave off any infection that before it starts to set in. You know, they can start washing out the wounds. That's part of the reason they wanted to sedate him, because they want to clean the areas and get like IV antibiotics and everything on him. But that was a very well equipped vet. Pretty crazy, honestly. But you know, like I said, goose is my favorite animal, so nothing too good, nothing too expensive for the goose bud. We're back home from hospitalizing the goose bud. He's gonna stay there for at least a few hours while they assess him. Maybe overnight, depends on what they find, what they want to do. I mean, the more I think about it, the more I think he's gonna be all right. He was just really tired. He wasn't hurt too bad. There wasn't a lot of blood loss. He might have had a couple of orthopedic things going on bone-wise, but I think he's gonna be all right. He's a tough old bastard. Draco's out here getting a fire going, burning some of this brush that I dug up out from under the creek when I redid all that. And yeah, it's kind of threw a loop in my brain hole as far as what I wanted to get done today. Just worrying about goose. Oh my God, there's a big hole there. Big hole, much poopy. Look at the size of this hole. That's a big old hole. I need to pour some dirt in there. So Draco's going to get all this stuff burnt, and then Draco is going to do some drywall finishing for us. Macy was very reticent to let Draco do the drywall finishing, but Draco used his powers of persuasion to convince her. I didn't have a problem with it. He said he felt pretty confident that he could do a good job finishing it, so I feel confident in letting him try. Big Southwest airplane. All right, I'm gonna find something to do. Get my mind off the goose. we got great news from the vet. They said that Sushi's best case scenario was indeed what occurred. Most of the punctures were very small, so it was either probably a raccoon, a bobcat, or another feral cat that he got in a fight with. I'd like to see the other guy. He's sedated. Macy's going to pick him up. They cleaned all his wounds, gave him a bunch of antibiotics and everything, because you know, feral cats, all sorts of diseases. I put the waterproofing on this bathtub. I'm gonna put liquid waterproofing all over all of it. It's technically a redundancy, but I did it in the other shower. I like how it turns out when I do that, so I'm gonna do it on the other one. I put Go board, the Go sealant, and then the Go fabric, whatever they call it, Johns Manville's system, all over all this. I'm gonna come back tomorrow once all this dries and liquid waterproof all over it and see if there are any gaps or anything that I missed. Draco was in here drywalling, so he was finishing this wall. There he is. You don't have your microphone now, Draco. I took it and put it in there because I was using it. But yeah, this room is basically completely drywalled other than that part down there because I got to get a little box, so I'll have access to the tub trap down here if I ever need it. Here's that little manifold box. But all this is drywalled. All that is drywalled. All this is drywalled. Oh, it's toasty in here now that we got the mini split turned off just because we don't want to get dust all up in it. They are really good. Costco cookies, right? Draco's eating a Costco cookie. It's very tasty. We do anything else tonight, Draco? Or is that about wrapping it up? What time is it? 4:51. 4:51. It's about 5. I'd say that's about time to wrap it up. We'll be doing more stuff tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but we got our goose bud back. He's right here, and this is in our main master bedroom. We got kind of all the lights turned out so he can rest. We're getting him to eat. He's been drinking water and using the bathroom all right. He's just all drugged up, but I think getting some good rest is going to be nice for him, not having to worry about nothing while he's out gallivanting and hunting. He's got a bunch of puncture wounds on him, but he's doing all right now. Draco is segmented off in his cave in here, listening to sea shanties, doing drywall in his mask. My mom and I are going to start hanging drywall in here. I got to do something for the waterproofing around the base of this tub. And then we're going to start hanging purple board around here. We can't do the ceiling yet because we got to get the exhaust vent put in, and Lowe's didn't have it. Mason was going to go get it earlier. They didn't have the one we wanted in stock. Also have to get lights. Actually, I think I have the lights back there. We just got to put them in. Then drywall, wait on the exhaust vent to come in, put that in, drywall the ceiling, finish out in here. I got the tub thing waterproofed. Mom got this piece of drywall put up. We forgot a couple of things when we were doing it, and we messed up the corner there, but we fixed it, and now we're going to continue on. You know what? That's not going to mess it up. It'll be offset a little bit now because you took some off.
But it's not bad, look.
And it's not going to matter anyway because we're going to have to stack it on top of the other one. So continuing on. We've got some drywall put up. We're at a stopping point with the drywall today. I'm going to take liquid waterproofing and paint the inside of this because it's all dry now. Draco's still in there working on drywall finishing. All right. Got a coat of waterproofing put on everything. This is the backing I'm going to use to put the Go board on. That way I can still get the drywall on this side. Macy made some butter chicken for dinner. Everybody's already eaten. I'm going to join them, and we'll be back tomorrow to do some other stuff. I don't know what we're going to do, but it's going to be fun. I'll be back. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Draco's already in here working on his drywall, listening to his sea shanties. I'm going to put another coat of waterproofing on this. Just using MyPay Mapelastic Aqua Defense. Used it in the other bathroom too. It was the only waterproofing liquid applied rubberized that Lowe's had. Put another coat in here. Then I'm going to get rid of this circuit so I can finish drywall on this wall. I ordered the exhaust fan, but it won't be here till next week, so we're not going to be able to put the ceiling in until then. Yeah, because I want to get the box mounted, and I got to figure out, I'm probably going to have to cut some of these and build a box up here for it so we can center it up, which is fine because none of this is structural, it's just to house the ceiling. I can get a piece of go board put in here. I'm just going to glue it in place and then caulk it and then waterproof it. So actually, that's probably what I'm going to do first. So, gonna get started working on that. My mom's coming over too this morning, so we'll have another good work day. Happy Memorial Day. All right, all the waterproofing is done in the bathtub. The niche, I don't know how you say it, is completed. Mom's here now. She's installing some drywall. I had to remove the stuff that feeds the one circuit that we have in this living room that's still hot, so I'm gonna temporarily wire it from my ceiling splice. Don't pay attention to that. So I'm gonna temporarily wire around it. That way we can go ahead and finish the drywall in there. Still have to wait on the exhaust fan to come in before we can do the ceiling. The lights aren't a big issue, but we can go ahead and put the box up there for where the exhaust fan is going to be. So we're going to be working on that. We got all the drywall that we can get hung up in here. All the waterproofing done. I'm about to go to Lowe's to get some stuff for the electrical. That way we can just get some outlets hot in the back bedroom here. It's not quite ready in this room just because I want to have the fan and maybe some of the lights hooked up. I'll just cap the ceiling fan wires off, and that way we can have all the receptacles hot in case we need to use them for anything. Draco's almost finished. I don't know. Are you almost finished? Am I lying to the people?
Not close, yeah.
He's close. He's mixing mud. He's mud mixing. Listening to his sea shanties. Yeah. Woo. We're back from Lowe's. We got a bunch of stuff. Wall plate covers, dimmers. I bought some surge protectors for my HVAC disconnects for my mini splits. Also bought a new plug-on neutral CAFI combination arc fault interrupter breaker for the bedroom in there. I'm gonna get that all wired up. That way we can use the outlets in there. Bought a fan bracket so the fan can go in at some point, and some other stuff that we're gonna need when the exhaust fan comes in. Draco's still in there sanding. He's been in there sanding, drywalling all day. He's moved on from sea shanties to hard rock. Riveting stuff. I got all those outlets wired up. I got all the switches wired up, and basically anything that's not ready to come hot is treated with wire nuts. I'm about to wire it into the panel. I'm gonna wire it into this panel, put it in a plug-on neutral CAFI breaker, 20 amp. Turn it on. I got a walkie-talkie with somebody in there, and they'll let me know if anything's wrong, but pretty confident that it's not. I just realized I actually had them wired into the panel with the old breakers. So I just need to replace the breaker. I don't even have to run the new wire in. I thought that I had made them not put the wire in, but that was for some other stuff on the other side of the house. So I'm just gonna make sure everything's okay with them, swap out the breaker, and we'll be good to go. Well, again, like a big dumb dummy, I forgot to record it. I was gonna record it in time-lapse mode, but whatever. So this top left breaker here, the arc fault breaker, is the one that I replaced. It was a standard circuit breaker. The bedroom needs to be arc fault protected. So I swapped it out. Everything is running. It's working well. Honestly, I didn't have to do this part yet because when Macy goes to paint, we'll have to tape over the receptacles because I'm not going to pull them all out and unwire them and everything. But it helps us out because now we have power on the other side of the house, whereas there wasn't anything out over there that was hot. So this helps us out until we can get the bathroom and everything over there done. Everybody's officially done working for the day. Macer's in here doing some cleanup. A lot of drywall mess. Here's what this room looks like. All the drywall except for the ceiling's up. All this is waterproofed. Here's what this room looks like. I don't even know if you can hear me because all the shop back noises. Drako did a great job finishing drywall. He didn't get completely done with it, but he's gonna come back next weekend. Turned out really good. All the outlets are live in here now. That's what Mace is using. We even have a light in the closet. Sushi's feeling a lot better today. He was up and exploring some in the back room. Draco's back there taking a shower right now, and then we're gonna try and get some of this stuff cleaned up. It's a work in progress. It's just moving the mess from one place to another. Good work weekend. Back to the regular 9 to 5 tomorrow, and then we'll be back doing this at nights and on weekends. That's the life. Hey, Bobby, what do you have to say to the people? Speak. Oh, good boy. All right. See you next time.